I'm going to get right into it in just a second here, guys. This is Beauty for Beauty Bubble Now, into the close, actually, I said. I'll be changing that in just a couple moments. Doing some changes on the fly this morning just to see. Okay, that should work. Get my volume off. All right, and of course I'm monitoring Cheddar this morning. They're interviewing the CEO of they're actually interviewing Stephen Kidd, the founder of Tastemade. And Wheels Up took them to Nantucket. They're on location today. All right, we're going to get into our charts straight away. Okay, and the fan came on right away. Didn't happen yesterday like that. We have to figure that out. I think it might be the Cheddar. Okay. Close out Twitter. I could do a delay. Let's see. Okay, guys, I'm doing some diagnostic kind of stuff here because the fan went on right away. What am I going to do here? platform dependency. High quality video. I'm actually talking a lot about social media. Content pendulum swing. Well, Facebook came out with some issues with their view time counts. All right, let's get to the charts. Let's get to our screen share, and we'll watch the reversal come in. We'll stay on the 5-minute chart today. And I think maybe also what we'll do, I'm going to do a lines chart. Okay, you'll be seeing some screen in just a second. Okay, start off with Apple. They'll be moving on to their next guest. Okay, you can see that we're monitoring Cheddar on Periscope today with professional wrestler Chris Nowinski, company named Tag. We'll be monitoring this interview. We have Apple down 21. And I'm just taking a look at, you know, the range that Apple's really wedged itself in here. I think maybe the closes will be a little bit telling of how things might, how this, when we look back at this activity here, what this will all mean to the weekly's performance. Right now we're down 0.2%. Next up, Starbucks. Right, volatility in the opening on Starbucks. You can see how the 96 came down to tag another EMA, important to us. Survived that. Now it's pulling back. Down 0.11. To Starbucks, DISCA. Keeping the charts also all the way to the right too. DISCA, DISCA 0.04. Jason Bond. Calling him Justin. I don't know if his name is Justin. DISCA Twitter. What's next? They're doing a brain injury story right now. Twitter, 20%. I'm being very quiet about this. Cheddar is not covering this story. Oh, it's a speculation. You know how we love Twitter. Here's the breakdown of Facebook. We'll go over a lot more of this. Just get the slides into the video. Microsoft. Google. AMGN. NFLX. And We'll go back to Twitter. Let's go back. Okay, so we'll be breaking down a little bit of the Twitter. You can see that I did some drawings actually here. There was a prior high, you can see it over here, and of course the trade accepted that, the push up, and of course the landing point right here. This is on the 30-minute. We'll get inside of the 15-minute where we're actually getting higher highs off of this here. So now we know what the support low is. You would have known that already because of this gap. So you would have already planned on this. Going into the 5-minute. Not so crazy about the way the rumor is forming. Twitter moving closer to sale. Possible suitors include Salesforce and Google. CNBC citing unnamed sources said possible suitors include Google and Salesforce, but Google, on the other hand, very hard to move the Google needle. Let's go to Google. So Google's down 0.2%. And then Salesforce's CRM. And then there's the downgrade on Salesforce, 4.56 on the rumor. So if this is not true for Salesforce, Salesforce is going to be very pissed about that. All right, they're still rolling on the story. We'll keep monitoring. And we'll go back to Twitter up close. And we'll move it to the 1 minute. There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and take this down. They're going to be looking at some charts. All right, we're going to take a look at the company Trefis. Present to everyone. Let's make sure I can do that. Again, presenting. There we go. All right, this is a tool called Trefis, Better Decisions for Better Results. I've gone ahead and got the access token for Twitter so that you guys can see just the basic what the offering is over at Trefis. So you get the name of the company, you get their related companies as well, and you can build the, I think they call this interactive research. I don't know what this particular tile is called. I'm looking at actually the platform for the very first time. Often looked at displaying charts like this, but it's really, really interesting how they've decided to do the visual of it so that you can get a very, very cool snapshot of what the company is, the components that the company has focused its income. You come down. They also give some analyst overviews. And then they have reports that are available. Monthly active viewer, US average monthly active users, US ad revenue per thousand, on their international advertising. These are all reports that you can purchase. Their business summary. It's a really good place to spend some time with. A lot of times people aren't familiar. They're familiar with the company name, but they're not familiar with what the company does. So we'll come back and visit Trefis. They also give a few this thing called sources of value. what their beliefs are. Lots of things like that. Very cool. So tremendous amount of information inside of Trefis, Trefis. Now, when I come here to the token, let's see. Looks like each chart has, oh no, there's Twitter. There's Twitter. Okay. You can also see that it's last updated. Look at this. So this is what's called their tour model. Okay, we like Trefis. We'll go back to we'll stop the screen sharing and I'll be right back with you guys. So they're announcing once again Stocktoberfest. It's Howard Lenson's event. Okay, I'm going to find the right location to put the Trefis link in, be in the discussion group. More talk about chatbots. Hello.vote. Okay. Okay, how am I putting tools in? Okay, the drill down tool for Trefis is now in the discussion box. This is Chris Hasiadis, the editor of How Stuff Works. He's also really kind of fun. How Stuff Works. We'll put that also in I do have a podcast. And all right, so I think it's 10:17 on a Friday, and we will shut things down here. And you will hear back from me for prolonged into the close for certain with the news on Twitter. Lots of things that we have to take a look at. I want to say how much I appreciate that you would stop by. This is the Beauty Bubble for Beauty Bubble Now, and try and work a little harder at this, guys. So I'll talk to everyone later. I think we got all of our charts.